Ahoy there, Captain Benzie here, coming at you with part 2 of our Let's Play of Pascal's Wager, which is probably the closest thing we're ever going to get to Dark Souls for your mobile. Now, in part 1, we did the first area, Heggem, and included taking out the first boss, and I did so whilst basically giving a little mini review of the game. We talk about what the game does well, what little problems I had with some parts of the game, all that kind of thing there. So if you do, if you like this kind of game, if you like Soulsborne-based games, check out that first video if you haven't already, and you'll see where we are. Now, as I said, we kind of did the first part of Heggem, we completed the area, beat the boss, and got a couple of bits and pieces done. Now I want to go back and basically 100% this area. We're going to look at some of the secrets and some of the shortcuts and things like that that you can open, and then we're going to talk about how that sort of all ties in. I hope you enjoyed the first part. I'm really enjoying this game, and I do want to keep talking about it. So the more of you keep watching these videos, commenting, liking, subscribing, that kind of thing, the more of this I'm going to do. And if this kind of content really does take off, as I said, I love Eve Echoes to pieces, and I'm not about to stop playing Eve Echoes anytime soon. But if this kind of content does take off, I may open up a second YouTube channel just as a way of having fun like this without interfering with the Eve Echoes content. So if you do enjoy this, do support me, do let me know, and we can consider opening up a second channel. Oh, and the dogs are going crazy in the background, so I do apologise if you can hear the dogs. Yeah, we thought we got rid of them, but they've kind of come back, and that's a long story that I'm not going to go into in a video here, but yeah, my life really sucks in regards to these dogs. Anyway, so, yeah, last time we left off at that last altar down there, we had been requisitioned by the worst voice acting woman in history to find out what happened to her son, Jerry. And now we're going to go back, because basically we found that Jerry left the security of the mines with all the other humans where they were staying nice and safe to go and play with the John brothers. And the John brothers all turned into Mard and apparently ate Jerry. Yeah, poor old Jerry got a bit of a rough ride of things. We've got his bloody coat. We're going to take that back to his mother and see what she says, and if she gives us anything nice for finding her boy's body and putting to rest the spirits of the others. Anyway, now I did mention before, this little toad-like creature on screen, well, was on screen there, is called a Heggem, and you have to find what these guys want, give them the item, the items they want, and they will drop a Dominator Crystal, which can be turned in for some really cool items later on. And here we are. So that's that first one. Yeah, not the first one, it's like the second one in this particular level, but there's another one there if you're looking for them. And now I'm fighting a guy with a giant mushroom on his back. Don't do shrooms, kids. This is what happens, honest. Not even once. Anyway, he is a typical Dark Souls-esque poison enemy. Poison in this game is somehow the worst thing ever in a series where poison is just absolutely awful. Somehow Pascal's Wager makes poison even worse than the rest of the Dark Souls series, which is really saying something. And that's mainly because no item appears to actually cure it. You kind of get poisoned and you just kind of sit with that poison until you no longer have the poison, and it really sucks. And I'm going to die to this guy because I'm talking too much and I'm not focusing on my dodges or on my healing. There we are, let's move away. We're going to quick poke, round, round, and another quick poke. Basically, everything in this game is light attacks until you have the absolute clarity that you can definitely get a heavy attack in there. Because heavy attacks, yeah, they do tons of damage. But landing one is remarkably difficult because they've got the sort of the wind-up time of literally of clearing the Suez Canal. You can clear the Suez Canal faster than you can launch a heavy attack in this game. Anyway, that's that guy dead. We can open up this little door here, and now I can loot this particular chest. And there's some cool little crafting items in this area that are worth getting. The orc shell there is a really nice trophy, which I'm going to equip now. Wrong way. And that is, of course, a resistance trophy, and it increases our defense by +7, which is really nice. Do I have any other trophies while I'm here that I haven't equipped? Yeah, the Disc of Blights to increase my crit rate. There we go. Now, I am a little bit low on health, and I've only got one potion. In fact, if I were to use that potion, you'll see that's still not going to put me at full health. So I am going to climb back up here now, and we are going to use that altar, whilst we look for a couple more of the secrets here in Heggem. And as I said, we will go back, and we're going to hand off that to his mother, that coat, to Jerry's poor old mother. There was also an egg that asked us to go into the mines and find a stone that would help would help clear his help break the shell. So we do need to go back and free that poor old egg as well. Yeah, as I said, things get a bit weird in this sometimes. Like literally, we're sorting. I've gone to get a stone to help a man trapped in an egg. I don't know what to say about that. I really don't know what you want me to say about that. Like, why is there a guy trapped in an egg? I don't know. We'll go and find out. We're gonna get this guy out of the egg, and maybe he'll tell us how he got caught up in an egg in the first place. Because to me, that just seems like the kind of stuff you don't do. Like, if someone came to me this morning and said, "Hey, Benzie, do you want to be in an egg today?" I would just be like, no, thank you. I'm okay not being in an egg. So I don't get how someone just wakes up one morning and goes, "You know what, today I'm going to be an egg. Lady Maria, I'm a robin. When will I curl up and become an egg?" Yeah, no, it's just not going to happen. And die, Mr. Mushroom. Now, for some reason, I have it in my head that they explode when they die, so I always seem to dodge away, but they don't. They just don't. Anyway, so this, of course, is up there, is where the boss was, but we're going to come down this time to grab all these juicy items around here. Some more notes of Ramones. Lord Ramones is one of the characters in the backstory. Worth getting a bit of information there as to what's going on. So note, he doesn't want the bone fragments. He wants my very precious health potions. Of course he does, and he's going to want 2 of them, isn't he, the greedy bastard? No! He only took 1. Thank you, Heggem, for only stealing 1 of my highly important health potions. There we are. That is another Dominator Crystal. I just love that name, Dominator Crystal. Dominator Crystal. There we have our altar from before, and we've got an enemy here, which we're going to take care of. These guys do hit pretty hard. Out, we're going to dodge away. Nice heavy attack in that opening. Trigger an attack. No, I'm just going to poke him a couple of times. Then, there we go. Trigger the attack. Back away. There's the big one. We're going to hit with a nice big one of our own. And then back off, because he can do his 3 spring. Big one. There it is. Couple of heavy attacks. Oh no, crikey. Did the big launchy attack. That's not fun. Help! I'm in a corner, I need to heal. I need to heal. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I don't want to die. I really don't want to die. I don't want to die. Help! Quickly, quickly, quickly. Heal, 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 heal. Okay, we're alive. We're going to poke this guy a couple of times and then back away. Back away. No, we're going to get caught in the corner and nearly die again. Quickly drink up and heal. Boy, I'm doing so badly against this guy. Like, literally, I've done this without getting hit so many times in the past, these enemies. And suddenly this time, nope, just can't do it. Can't do it. Chiptamundus. Remember, Chiptamundus are the things we use to up our talents. They are very useful to have if you ever come across one. Worth, well, if you ever hear of one nearby, go find it and grab it. I'm going to rest, get all of my health in that bag there, and we're going to proceed onwards through these mud. There we go. I'm going to try and think how on earth we actually get back to Jerry's mother. I kind of remember. I think I remember. It's across the top of the houses. I'm sure it's across the top of the houses. So that's where we're going to go. Just going to kill this guy first. Whoa, boy! Hello. Forgot you were there. Wasn't expecting to aggro you either, but hey. That just happens, I guess. He just got angry and decided, hey, don't ignore me. I want to be in this video. Why am I not in this video? Come and fight me. And here we've got the egg as well. So even if Jerry's mother isn't this way, which I'm 90% certain she is, at least we can do the egg. Yes, here it is. So we are going to open our egg. Yeah. Okay. Here is the tear stone you needed, and this egg actually is one of the biggest storyline guys early on in the game. Gives you a lot of information about what's going on, but it's literally a dude in an egg who then, from being a really nice guy, turns out to be a Mard. And of course, what do we do when we find someone who is a Mard? We lock onto them, we do 2 normal attacks, and then a heavy attack. And we pick up the 3 bone fragments and the worn ring. Not the one ring, the worn ring. The One Ring to rule them all. I think it's a crafting item. If I remember, you use it for upgrading something. There we go. We're going to stab this guy and he's probably going to fall off the roof. Nope, we're just going to go into abnormal. That's throwing knives. I don't want throwing knives. I want elixir of sanity. Let's get some of our sanity back and go on and see Cherry's mother. Genuinely. Right, look, I don't want to be rude. Someone was paid to do a job here, and, you know, more fool them. They got paid for the voice acting they did on this game. Jerry's mother is literally the worst voice-acted character I have heard in any game ever. Like, that's including the original, like, PlayStation 1 Resident Evil. Like, the voice acting in that was better than Jerry's mother here. It sounds like a guy pretending to be an old lady, and just the reading of I think he was offered the job like 2 minutes before they started recording. Here he is. Let's hand in the gore-stained coat. Oh, it's Jerry's coat. My Jerry, you're back. No, woman, it's a coat. It's not your son, it's just his coat. And he wanted me to thank you for bringing his coat back, despite the fact that he's dead. Here, have the crystal debris. Okay. Thank you, crazy lady. And yeah, look, I get it. I get that her going crazy and sort of, you know, that's part and parcel of it. She's the closest thing to a sane person we've seen in this area, really, other than the dude with the coffin on his back. But still, come on, like, man. Man alive. I don't know, just... I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Just the voice acting's that terrible, it's melted my brain just thinking about it. I'm not even playing with the sound on here because the voice is that terrible, and because, as I've said before, when I've got my microphone plugged in, I don't get sound coming out the speakers. When I'm recording, obviously I can only record either the in-game sounds or my microphone. And, well, it'd be pretty dull video if it didn't have me talking over it, wouldn't it? Don't say no. Don't say no, would prefer it if you weren't talking, Benzie. That's mean and hurtful. But yeah, no, ultimately I get the choice between recording the in-app sound or my voiceover. One day maybe I'll find a way around that, but for the time being we're stuck with it as it is. No, lock on. Eep. Poke, 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 and dead. There we go, we're still fairly high up on our sanity. We're okay, there's another mod here. These are the ones that like tend to hit your sanity the most as you kill them. Well, even then, not too bad. Sanity meter staying nice and high. Cool, so now we're going to proceed towards the boss arena. We're going to have a look around and open up a few of the extra secrets there. The level ends when you kill this boss, which is really annoying because there's so much more of the level to explore. Well, not so much, there's more of the level to explore that you've probably missed, and you've got to go through all of those cutscenes, come back through and kill absolutely everything again a second time. So I'm going to drop down here and grab these items. I think there's a nice lore item and again some craftings there. Note of Ramones Part 3, we've already found Part 1 and Part 2, and some Heggem mushrooms. Heggem. And then this drops us back to where that statue was before. And we've got the big sword dude to fight off first. Sword dude? Yes, Benzie, that's clearly a sword. Look at that sword that he's swinging. There we are. Got him into execution stage, and we can finish him off that way. Yes, it's an axe. It's clearly an axe. And no, I don't know what this statue does. It appears to, I think, it drops the difficulty in some way, because it seems like you can, like, from the tutorial description of it, it seems to suggest that it gives you, like, a mercy, and then when you decide that you can't have the mercy anymore, you can go back to the statue and give it up. I should probably test what it is, but I can't be bothered now. I've come up the ladder before thinking about it. We're going to finish this area, and then we're going to consider moving onwards to our next area in the game, Part 2 of Pascal's Wager, which of course will be Part 3 of this video series, because that's just how I roll. You want Part 2 of the game, you're going to have to watch 3 videos. Benzie talks a lot. It's not even that I talk a lot, it's what I want to keep these videos 30 minutes long. If I kept the videos to an hour long, then, well, yeah. Then perhaps we could have Part 1 and Part 2 actually being the areas, but I'm not sure anyone's going to sit and watch through an hour of me playing Pascal's Wager in one go, and well, heck, if they want to, they can now watch Part 2, and that's basically that hour. So here we have, I don't know if you remember from the first video, I kind of started saying, oh, there are shortcuts and secret areas, and I pointed to a tower with a ladder near it in the distance. Well, surprise, surprise, that's where we now are. So of course in Dark Souls style, we're going to kick down the ladder to open up the shortcut back this way. We have another one of our friends here, Heggem. He does not want Anthozoan bones. He wants standard bone fragments. Yay, the things that I used to level up. He wants them too. Okay, at least it's not the health potions, although in fairness I'm not really going up against anything. The health potions probably would have been better because I get the health potions back when I rest at a bonfire. But a bonfire and altar. But there we are, another Dominator crystal. Seriously, I don't think that name is ever going to get old for me. There's people watching this video going, okay, we get it, you like the name Dominator crystal, get over it. And I'm just like, no, I'm not. Dominator crystal is too cool a name. I am never getting over that name. I'm trying to remember what's down here. Is this the bit that takes you to the Black Fog? This is the bit that takes you to the Black Fog, and the Black Fog's not fun. Not at this point in the game. I think this is an area that I'm supposed to come back to later on in the actual playthrough. Let's have a look. Yes, this is the Dark Fog. It's the Lost Valley. Oh look, it's one of those dudes. Oh, he does so much more damage than he does normally, and he has like infinite health. So I think the answer to that question is no. We are not ready to go to the Lost Valley yet. That is an area we're going to come back to after we've explored a bit and got a bit more of an understanding on what the hell's going on. I don't know, that feels like a challenge dungeon, and I don't really want to be doing that when I'm still essentially in the first area of a new playthrough, and this is the first time I'm doing this on normal difficulty rather than just on casual. I did a quick run through on casual up to and including the third area of the game. Then I'm coming back now and doing it in normal for you guys on YouTube because I think that's the fun way. It gave me a little bit of an understanding of how the game works, how the systems operate, that kind of thing, that I can now actually go forward with. And yes, I know people are like, oh, but you can't play a game on easy. Playing a game on casual is for casuals, and who plays games for fun? You've got to play games to prove how manly man you are. Well, no, not me. I play games for fun, and I will fight that until I die. I play games for fun. Even when I play things like Dark Souls and Bloodborne, you know what, the first time through I will quite happily, if I struggle against a boss, if I find myself dying to the same boss over and over and over again, then yeah, I'll summon help. Because it's a part of the game that, you know, it is there for people to use and play and have fun with. Once I've done a run through or two, that's when I start to challenge myself, and now I do things like blood level 4 runs in Bloodborne, I try to do speed runs and all that kind of crazy stuff there, and who knows, that's probably something that I will get on with here as well, because this game does have some really cool achievements. So, as we're coming toward the end of this video now, and we've basically finished here with Heggem, I don't want to go too far into the next area. Aramina, I think it's called. Aramina is the next area. I don't want to jump into there until our next video because I think starting it off would just be a bad and silly thing to do. So what I'm going to do instead is just go through my inventory, double check that everything here is okay. Oh, crikey. Truth, and what does crystal debris do? Sanity plus 5. I'm already getting crit rate plus 2.5. Yeah, let's put the sanity plus 5. I prefer not going insane. There we are. That's my trophies, and that's things there. Okay, so if I then, hopefully it'll let me do this. There we are. We can go back to the main menu here. And I can talk about those achievements briefly. Also talking about things here on the main menu. The Obsession Challenge. Boss Rush Mode. A Souls-like game with a boss rush mode. Please, From Software, do this in future games. I would kill for a Bloodborne boss rush mode. That would be absolutely insane. The DLC is story-based DLC, and there's some costumes in here as well. It's all fairly cheap. I think the story-based one was like £2.49 or something. And then there's a couple of costumes there for like 89 pence each, so like $1. Really not much, and I got the Herald outfit, I think, for pre-ordering. If we look under the achievements, there are just some really crazy ones here. So obviously we have a platinum trophy style thing here with the getting everything. Defeat the Mad and Ascetic, and if we go down through all of this, complete the game with Altar Level 1. There is basically a Blood Level 1 or, Souls Level 1 run of this game you need to do to get all of the trophies. That is going to be insane, and maybe I'll do a Let's Play of that if this one goes off and people like it. Find all the Heggies, find all the documents, find all Siflers. There's a lot of stuff here to do, get all the alchemy formulas. This really, the completionist in me is awesome here. I've platinumed Dark Souls 1, Demon Souls, Dark Souls Remastered, Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, and Sekiro. Okay, not quite Sekiro, I'm like 2 trophies off Sekiro, I need to go back and do that. I need to get Dark Souls 2 as well, and just platinum that one. It's a Soulsborne game, so I'm going to go through and basically try and get all of these, because of course I am. Then there's the New Game Plus ones, these appear to be the Dark Mist things that we're talking about here. Which, yeah, I've just seen that and it looks terrifying. Tides of Oblivion is the DLC, which you activate later in the game, and the Obsession Challenge is that boss rush mode. In any mode of Obsession Challenge, defeat all the obsessed ones in the main story without getting injured. What? This is hardcore, and these could be some rather interesting achievement for me to do. Achievement. They missed the NTS on the end there of achievements. Oops. Oh well. Okay, so yeah, there's some translation issues in this game, but certainly, as I said, quality of gameplay is well worth it in my opinion, and there we are. That's part 2. What, of course, I'm going to do in the next part, then, is we're going to jump back into the game here on Altar Level 7, Heggem, on normal mode. We're going to move into, I think it's Adamina, which is the second area in Pascal's Wager. So if you do enjoy this game, if you're enjoying watching this, please do let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. We are going to have some more fun with this as we move on into the second area. I don't know why I've come back to Heggem. We're going to jump back into Adamina, and we'll continue the game from there next time. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on all this in the comment section below. If you think I've missed something, if you're enjoying watching these, do let me know your thoughts, and hopefully we'll have a part 3 coming soon as we move on to Adamina. Thanks for watching all the way to the end, folks. Happy sailing, and see you in whatever this world's called. Just Pascal's Wager, I guess. We'll see you in the next one.